Yeah, that looks good. Alright, I think the stream is on. Let me copy the link. Yep. Let's put down the volume a bit. And there we are. Alright. Alright. 9 stop statement. 99.1. Right. So we're live. And I think people might already coming in. Or not. Let me check if the stream is set to open. Where can I see that? Oh man. Yeah, it's open. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Oh, I didn't enable live chat. I'm sorry, guys. I think it's enabled now. Oh, it was enabled. I don't get it. Live chat was disabled, and Peter already said hello. Hello, Peter. Good evening. So I have no idea why. No one understands how YouTube Studio works, so I'm not the first one. Anyway, I think yeah, 6 people are in. Hey Ben, good evening, and I think we can give it a go. My main camera, or my test corner camera, is a bit dark, so let me up the brightness a bit. Not this one, the other one. Come on. Yeah. Ooh. More color. I like color. And maybe less contrast, I don't know. It doesn't get that much better. It's the quality of the camera, obviously. Does it get better? No, it doesn't get better. I'm sorry. I think I like the black parts, so I think this is about it. Let's put down the brightness a bit. Yeah. It won't get much better, guys. Let me check if I can set sharpness manually. No. This is it. This is it. So you have to do it with this quality. I'm sorry. At least the work desk quality, of course, as always, is great. This is an IPA. It's not what it says. It's IPA. That's the best camera, as you know. But at the moment, we're working on. We're testing some drives, 3.5-inch floppy drives, and it's important to know if these work correctly, because these are, I hope the camera, yeah, microphone is okay, because these are these come from servers, so I think from scrapped servers that are not in use anymore, obviously, by the way, if these are floppy drives are in. And these haven't been used much, but they have been in maybe some dusty environments, like in storages and more. I can tell, but I know that sometimes they need a little motivation to work after maybe 20 years of no use, or maybe longer than that. I don't know. Maybe 30 years. No, 30 years. 20, 25 years, something like that. So for me, it's important to know if these work, and this set is okay. So top and bottom. So I'm making sure that we can use these drives. Otherwise, it's a waste of time if you build them in a case and have to get them out again. So this is the third set. Actually fourth, the last set, because I have one here over here, which gave me some trouble. So we'll test it again in a second. But first, let me check this one. Oh, that's odd. Something is wrong with wiring, because both drive LEDs are lighting up without any reason. So what's wrong with that? I've never seen that. Let me check if it goes away when I put it up. Nope. There's something wrong. Maybe it's one of the drives that is shorting something. No, there's still one LED lighting up. You can see it, I guess. Oh, why is the camera stopped? Why? Ah, man, the camera's freezing. Sorry, guys. Let me check. Why is that? Activate. Yeah, we have a live picture now. Sorry for that. So I don't think you've been able to see that. But anyway, this LED is lighting up all the time. That's not supposed to happen. Let me check if it does the same without the cable. Nope. So I guess there's something wrong with the cable then. The underneath set also lights up. So there's indeed something wrong with this cable, which I just made. So must be my bad then. Let me check. I have absolutely no clue what's wrong with this cable. I can't see anything, so I guess we just have to make another one or shorten this a bit. That's for later. Let's try the cable from the drive set that wasn't working, and I will make a new cable in a second so you can see how it goes. Maybe it's interesting. So this one is from the set that gave me some problems, but I already swapped the cable on that set, so I don't think cable is any problem, any cause. Come on. The pins of this drive are bent a bit, so someone already tore out the cable without any care. Alright. So I have a dirt disc. This is always the first disc I use. So that takes the dirt off the drive heads, if there's any. And maybe I should even use a cleaner disc or something. And then I use a disc to format the drives and see if everything works. We have to wait for that, but it's no problem. In the meantime, we can create a new cable. And I wonder what's wrong with this one. I really wonder. Can't be much wrong with the cable, you know. If I would shorten this, I think it's still acceptable. So let's get to the other disc. Yep. You can still see what's going on in the back. Alright. So, for this, we need a tool. That's heavy. Then I need two new connectors. Let me grab two from my crate here. Oh man, hey. I suddenly found another cable. What is this doing here? I have no idea. So maybe we'll just use that for now. Ah, well, you wanted to see how I make a cable, so let's make one. Oh, I wonder. Oh no, did I just maybe ruin a IBM cable? No, this is just something bad with the cable. Okay, no problem. Because someone actually ordered a drive set for IBM instead of Shugart. Alright, sorry for the bumping. We'll get there eventually. The Vice of Doom. Oh, the Vice, yeah. Oh no, this isn't the bigger one. This is just a small one. But we have to use it. It's unfortunate that you are not able to see everything. So maybe for now I will do it this way. Right. There's some dirt here, I don't know what. Okay, in the meantime, as you can see, the top drive is okay. Oh, I forgot to put in a disk, so it says check disk. And we'll get back to the other. Yes. So first we have to perform the correct twist. And for IBM compatible drives, you need to twist. For the OCD people, maybe this is better. You have to do a twist like this, so the PC cable twist. But for Shugart, you just need to twist the wires 10 to 12. Wires that are connected to pins 10 to 12. So these three. And I've done this a million times already, so it's nothing new. Oh. Come on, get in. Alright. So now we just have to straighten the cable to make sure everything is at the correct spot. As you can see, I have no idea if you actually can see this, but I hope it's visible. So they're all at the correct spot, and then we put it in the vise, which you cannot see. Oh god. Okay, let's try it. So I just move it in and press it. This is the easiest way. There's no easier way than, oh, you just cannot see it. Sorry. This is the easiest way. Just put it in, make sure it's tightened, and then you get this result, you know. Best way. And then the second connector is going here. That's a bit lower. We just need what is it? 1 inch, I think, yeah. 1 inch high, so this is more than enough. Right. So I hope the short was actually at that side and not at the other side of the cable, which would surprise me, but could still be the case. We'll see. We'll test it out in a minute. And so I was just talking that someone ordered a drive set with an IBM pinout. You can focus now. Yeah. So I actually need to make one IBM. Just need to check where the order is. And the cable I just found is just on a sugar cable as well. So this drive set here, as you can see, is okay. Top and bottom, okay. So next step is to test out the fourth set again, or the first, depending on how you see it. This one here, and it actually had a symbol on it that showed me that I already tested it, so I don't know why it wasn't working now, but maybe it's good to just connect the first drive to see if there isn't a problem with the second drive causing the first drive not to work. That could be the case. Let's boot it up. Let me know if you want to know anything. I'm here to answer your questions. Okay. So this new cable is not shorting anything, so it was indeed a small end piece. By the way, it's really hard to get these connectors off again, so I won't do any attempts. They don't cost that much. They are still easily obtainable by eBay or AliExpress. So they are called IDC, I think, IDC connectors and cables. Crimp. I'm not sure what the I and the D are for, but the last must be crimp, I guess. Alright. So the other thing with this top drive was that the top side of the disk was no problem at all, so the first 80 tracks. But the bottom side was not working at all, so it could be just a failure of the drive. But because I already had a symbol on it that said it was okay, it would surprise me, so we have to see if it is working now with the second drive detached. Has anyone seen the Cargo Dragon launch today? Just about 2-3 hours ago. I liked it. So in about 20 hours there will be 2 Dragon capsules connected to the ISS, which is awesome. It's the first time 2 of those are connected. Will look great, I think. And this odd. Oh no, this actually track 128, so the bottom side of the drive. It will say 128, yeah. So there's something wrong with this drive. So we have to replace it, and I think I kept the crate in reach, so let me find a similar drive. We'll just have to modify that for the dual floppy drive. So I have one here, which doesn't have the best cover front, but if it works, then we're fine, and we can just swap the fronts, and that's a good thing because I have plenty of drives without a front and working just fine. So we'll swap that. But before doing that, we have to solder something. It's a bit of work. So let's get over there. I don't need a vise anymore, but I have to be really careful not dropping it on anything. So let's get back to the work desk. Here we are. So we have a drive that should be working, but this one should have been working as well. As you can see, I wiped it out a bit because it isn't working at this moment. And first, because I already adhesed the two together with double-sided tape, we have to get it off, which is quite easy. And we use another top from this one, I guess, for the bottom one in this case, because this drive is probably not working, and I guess the other drive is. This is a bit odd. I don't have any idea why this is not functioning. What I did already, I can show you, is pull these two cables to see if that is any problem. And of course I cleaned the heads with IPA, but that wasn't any problem. So I don't know what it is. But as I said, I already tested it before, so it's a bit surprising. Not sure. Let's carefully get the front cover off, because we can use any other one. And actually the button also had a scratch on the other one, so we'll just use this as a donor. Let's see, how easy is this? Not from that side, maybe from this side then. You can do it. Yeah. Yeah. No. I need another one, and now it's going to pop, I guess. Oh, I told you. It's here. Right. So again, this is the top drive, and the other one was, I think it's fine, I'm not sure yet. We'll find out later. And as you can see, I use solder to connect power cables. The reason for that is I don't want to have any possibility of badly connected cables later on. Hence I soldered these. So the only thing you have to worry about is your power supply, and also the cable going to your disk interface is not detachable from the outside, so less connections is less problems, you know. Okay, this is the top one. Let's get a gummy. What do you call it? Eraser, of course. And we use we use the word gum for that in Dutch. Gum. Sorry. It's eraser, of course. Erasers are very useful, just to hold stuff. This was the top one. So first power. Yeah, who is working with floppy drives nowadays? Well, I am. I'm also working on modern stuff, but this is my other life. Oh. Visual connection, visual check if the connection is okay. Yeah, it is. So we can put back the cable, but we'll do it at the other side. And we'll test this drive in a second. Let me get to that one. So, no tape yet. We'll do that later. I just want to know if this drive is working, and the other one should be discarded. Oh. And I always have to check if the LED colors are the same, because I have seen drives that looked identical but had different LED colors, which would be odd. Oh. Okay, so first loading is okay. And now we wait, as always. So in the meantime, I can show you the insides of this drive again, if you like that. I like it. I could keep it, but there's not much use. These drives aren't the most expensive. Of course, they still cost something, and I get them from the UK, by the way, which won't be a problem for me from even after Brexit, because I can always deduct VAT that I pay, so that's not a problem. Do I set it correctly? Wait. I wonder if I still can do that. I have to check. Anyway, maybe they will become a bit more expensive, but it's not a big problem. And I buy these by the 50 or 100s or something like that. I have a good address for them. So they're still obtainable, which may surprise you. These are the most modern 3.5-inch floppy drives, and they indeed are HD drives, so you can see that by the extra, is it that side? I think so, the extra pin here that checks the HD hole, and these are for write protect and so. But they work perfectly fine with double density discs, because the drive will adapt itself depending if it detects the hole or not. So it will use another frequency and other magnetic strength on the heads. So that's the difference between HD and DD. But you cannot use HD discs as DD even when you cover the hole. I thought that in the past, but I was wrong. They actually have a completely different magnetic material layer on top. So did I just use the wrong one? I might. Yeah, I think I should use this one. That's easy swap, because this one is the one that came from the good drive. But I used the correct button at least. Okay, this drive is now functioning correctly. In the meantime, you may have heard it. So that one is okay. So we'll power it down, and I will first swap the front, because I think it was mistaken. Let me check again. Yeah, these ones are different. So this one is more smooth than the other. Maybe I can show you on camera. I'm not sure if you can see it. Let me check. Can you see the difference on camera? I know it's not focused. Maybe on the other camera. Let me show you. I know it's not important, but not important to show you, but it's cool to see, I think. Can you see the difference? So the top one is a little more smooth than the bottom one. It's hard to see, but I can see it. So this one is not the correct one. This one is correct. Let's get back. I already know that I won't be able to finish everything tonight, because it's just 8 o'clock here, and I have to do some things downstairs. Huh? Did I? Oh wait, I didn't even swap the. What? Am I stupid? This one also has a scratch. Did I just scratch it? No. No, I didn't. Did I? Let me check. So now it has a scratch on it, but I don't think I pulled the other one off. So I'm just stupid. Let me check. This one is better, so I think you have to use this one. Okay. I shouldn't talk this much, I guess. I think it's important that people get good quality stuff, so I will get this one off. I think I forgot it. Come on. Yeah. Almost. I think I need the other tool as well. And of course it will jump off again, I guess. Yeah. Whee! Right, it's off. Let's put this one on. And why doesn't it want to get on now? I don't know. Should be able to do it. Yeah, okay, it's on. Why is this doing this? Was the other one doing this as well? I don't think so. No, it wasn't. What the hell did I do? Let me check. Oh god. Did I ruin it? I think it popped out somewhere. Oh, here. Oh, look. 1 and 2. Yeah. No. What's wrong with this drive? Drive case. What did I do? What did I do? It's not clicking in again. Look. What's this? What did I do? I don't know. For some reason it's now completely loose. Can I get this one off again as well, so I can click it on the other one? How is it disconnected? Let me check. I have no idea. Where does this click? Where does this click? This is frustrating. I have no idea how this clicks. I mean, I think it's just this place here, but it doesn't click at all. What did I do? I don't know.
Daddy?
Yeah?
Can I get a hug?
Yeah?
Me?
En dan een beetje toe. Tot morgen.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. What's this? Oh, I see it. I see the mechanism here. Ah, look. So it should click between those 2 points. Let me check if I can fix this one here. Okay, underneath here. And then I don't know why this one doesn't click. Let me check. There is something wrong with these. Oh wait, I pushed it in, so it has to eject again. That's the problem. But it doesn't want to eject for some reason. What did I do here? So I pushed it in for. I don't know. Is this the cause here? Nope. Where is it stuck now? Oh, this is stupid. I've never had this. Let me check. I want to be able to get it loose again. Where's the eject mechanism? This is the eject mechanism. So for some reason the eject is not working on this one. It should be. It should work. You can see the difference, I think. Or you cannot, just cannot. So this is the correctly working one. And this one doesn't want to get out. For some reason. I don't know why. Maybe, I think I know. Maybe I push it up too much. Yeah, it's just above where it should be. So I wonder if I did that. Maybe the eject buttons are not equal. Let me check if there's a difference. No, there's not. So what's going on here? Let me get it off so I can see it. Yeah, now it's working. I think no, it's definitely not. So something is wrong. Oh, it's a pity. I don't know exactly what it is. Oh, whoa, that's the correct sound, but it's not working. Something is actually ruined. Did I do that? Did I ruin it? Is it just grease? Maybe? It does seem to work now. That's odd. Let me brush up the bottom a bit. So I wonder where this went wrong, if I did it or maybe a long time ago, I don't know. So I have to do a couple of production thingies in the between because I sold these weeks ago. And I know I have to focus on repairs before doing anything else, but I've done a lot during the last 2 days, especially today, this morning, but not enough yet. Okay, so there's a bit of a scratch on this one, and as I don't like that, I will try to remove the scratch by just a little sandpaper. Yeah, that's better. Right. Because the switch is completely smooth, there's no problem with using a bit of sandpaper for that. A bit more cleaning, and that looks just perfect. So we'll keep it like this. You didn't see what I was doing, but this is the new one, or the renewed one. Okay, let's see if we can add the key now. Oh man, it's really tough to get this one on. Why is it tough? Because I think it was easier on the other drive, but I think it's working now. But the question is, can we get this back on? Yeah, I think we can. So first, I think it's better to do it this way. So get this in, and now I have to move this aside. Yep, that's one side, and this is the other. Yeah, so now it's completely in, I think. Let me check. Let's get a floppy. All right, this is what it should do. So we just refurbished the drive completely. That's good, I think. Now let's see if it's still working. It is. Well, I'm crafting dual floppy drive sets, so with 2 of these. But first, the first thing I always do is make sure the drives are actually working. So I had one bad drive, and I just replaced that. So this the right one here is the non-working one, which I'm assembling again because there was a problem with the one that actually works with this assembly. I don't know what happened, but we just fixed it. Oh. So I'm getting this one together, but I don't think I have to keep this one because this one wasn't working. For some reason the bottom head wasn't working correctly in this one. Okay. I'm having a hard time to get this one back together again, so right. So this one was a bad one. Oh man, what is this? I'm ruining this. I think I just have to throw this away. Let's get rid of it. I've got more of these. Anyway, and this front had some scratches on and wasn't. Oh no, this was the good one. Sorry, this was the one that was a bit too smooth, and the eject button had a scratch. So we will not keep this because I want to get people to get new stuff, good stuff, working stuff. All right. Let's, what the hell? Oh, it's just to the front. It's, oh, it doesn't work, obviously. If you put in the front after the disc is in, you won't be able to get it out, of course. So, let's do it the correct way. Are you still able to see what I'm doing? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so now we can pop in the disc. And we can get it out again easily. Okay, I will do another test for the top drive to be able to make sure that it's correctly working, fully working. Top, bottom, right. That was a lot of work. Hey Franco. Not 3-inch there, the bigger disc drives. I don't understand what you mean, but I think you're comparing these to the 3-inch disc drives from Amstrad. And I got a couple, but only for spares somewhere. So, I think I will continue with cases tomorrow, so I have them on the shelf there. Let me grab one. So I'm using you can call it ordinary cases because these are easily obtainable, for example at 4NL. So I use these cases and I cut them completely for the I cut a hole for the drives only. So that's the amount of work that's being put in. And it gets a label where they put the labels with the pinout of the drives, of the cable, for the back. And some rubber feet, of course, which I will glue to the case to make sure they won't come off, and I will close the holes with the screws in the caps. That's what I do. But I think it's interesting for you to see how it is working with floppy disk drives for a change. And I don't think I've shown this much, what I'm doing now. So this is mainly testing if the drives are okay. Oh, I forgot to put in the disk here again. Yeah. Okay, so second drive test. So it's running. Can you hear it ticking, by the way, on the camera? On the microphone? Maybe it's hard to hear. Yeah, same here, Wayne. I really like using floppy disk drives just for the feel. I had, I think, the best time with floppy disk drives out of my Spectrum time. Back when I had a toast rack and a Disciple disk interface, and I really liked that setup. It was awesome. Yeah, and so there are actually several disk interfaces for the ZX Spectrum, like the Plus D, which is one of the most well known because they were affordable. And now I make the Plus D Lite, so it's a clone with an added joystick interface, but without the parallel port, so you cannot connect the printer to it. So the second disk drive also has a problem you can see on the ZX Spectrum here. I will get to that. Then you have the Opus Discovery system with the integrated drives, so the huge metal thingy that you can connect the ZX Spectrum to, so you are not actually connecting the disk interface to the Spectrum, but the other way around. And then you have the beta disk interface, of course. So TR-DOS was the operating system for that, the ROM for that, which is still used on very many Eastern European floppy disk interfaces, and also SD card or RD interfaces like the DFMC also supports a part of TR-DOS commands. Let me check, what else do you have? What other disk drives do you have? The Disciple disk interface, that I mentioned that already. So that was the best one until that, if you can call it that, because it supported 2 or 4, no, 2 by default, 2 3.5 or 5.25 inch floppy disk drives in any configuration, so single density, single sided, or double density, double sided. And of course, not last but not least, was the MBO2 interface developed by Jen Kucera, who's still making new stuff for the ZX Spectrum. He's working hard on a Spectrum clone based on FPGA, and more than that. And he developed the MBO2 disk interface, which is the one and only HD disk interface. So you can connect high density drives to that and actually use the full 1.5, 4.6 megabytes of data on them, and a 3.5 inch drive. 1.5, I think. I don't know, I have to check. And the BS-DOS operating system on MBO2 is also one of the best because it simulates tapes. So it keeps a counter on which file you're using, and it will just load the next if you load the next file. So that's good. That's very cool. And you can emulate MBO2 as well, by the way. So all of these systems are can be emulated if you want to. And if you use a old 486 or, for example, an old PC with a real floppy disk interface on board, you can actually emulate those as well. So you can use real drives, and you really get the feeling you're working on the ZX Spectrum with a real disk drive. So you don't have to buy a expensive floppy disk interface. You can just use a PC with onboard floppy disk interface and drives, and you can emulate it, and it really works well. So I also use that for transferring disk images to a real disk. Oh, disks, you mean? Okay, Franco. Well, yeah, that happens, and you're totally right. So it is quite hard to find disks that are still trustworthy. So most of the time, Did I clean that one? Most of the time, the bad quality discs will lose their data. And I have plenty of those, and I also have had good ones, but it's really hard to find good ones these days. New ones, of course, preferably. But it's still good, very nice to work with them. So I'm just testing the lower drive and see why that is failing on the format. We're doing another test because sometimes the first time you test it after 20 years, the drive needs to be reactivated. Not sure what the best word for that is. Yeah, well, I think I was lucky by being able to get the Disciple disk interface, but it was still a lot of trouble back then. So I think I got mine in '88 or something like that. And the problem with the Disciple was that it was quite sensitive to problems like, I don't know, maybe disconnecting it accidentally or something when the power was on or something else. And then two expensive chips that were inside could be damaged. And they were obtainable, but they cost 50 guilders each back then. So that would be 20-25 euro now. And you can only obtain them from Miles Gordon Tech in UK directly back then, because you cannot read those chips. But someone in Holland, after a while, found a set with 2 PAL chips that he could read out. So he did that, and then he created a source file for those files. You can convert them. The binary files, you can convert them to logical files with some DOS tools, and he was able to recreate the chips themselves with PAL chips or GAL chips later on. And those work perfectly. So I have plenty of GAL chips with already this stuff for Disciple on. I have them somewhere here. Can I find them easily? Let me check. Now the drive is working, so that's good. I have something with the program chips for Disciple somewhere. So I already did a couple of repairs for Disciple interfaces. So they're easily obtainable now, those chips, and the sources are available widely. Okay, so these 2 drives are working now, finally. As I said, sometimes they need a little reactivation to clean the heads and format them a couple of times, and then they work perfectly from that moment. So that's a good thing. What can I show you in the meantime? Well, maybe it's cool to just grab a box with a lot of discs, if I have it here. I hope so. Which have plenty of games for. Can I find them here? I'm not sure if I have them here. I hope so. With plenty of games. Yeah, I think this. No, this is not the one. Where did I put it? Oh, there's no one. There's another one here. I've got so many stuff on this. No, this is not the correct one. Where did I put it? Oh, I've got another one. I've got so many disc boxes here. Really? Is this the one? No. I didn't know I had that one. What is this? Anyway, so I should have one box with only games on them, but I can't find it at this moment. I have no idea what it is. It's a pity. I guess I've put it in the storage, but it's a pity. Let me just move these ones for a second. This is Opus Discovery, and I got something here. Maybe there's some games on these. I think so. So just to give you an idea of how a disk interface like the ByteDelight or Disciple, how it works. Not much games here, I think, but anyway. Are there any games on here? I don't know. Let me check. Yeah. Oh. Cat, what is wrong with my keyboard? What did I do with? Oh no, my keyboard is failing. Keys, what's wrong? I don't know. I don't know. No. The symbol shift is not working, so I guess I have to open it. Yeah. Just a second, guys. This is not the best today. Oh, I have had better moments. So now we first need to fix the keyboard, but in this one I have the Zelix. No, I don't think so. Which one is this? I don't know. The tactical keyboard, the tactile keys. Tactile. What's wrong with it? Is one of the wires loose? Yeah, I think so. The problem with these is that these are stiff cables. Is that the correct word? Yeah, they're definitely disconnected. Oh man. We'll get another one. I will get another keyboard. For now. No big deal. We'll get this nice gold keyboard. This will work for now. Not a problem. Alright. Okay. Now we get power. I'm not sure what's on this disc. Oh, it's okay, just lost thing. Just a second, guys. Let me connect the cables again. So we have drive 1 and 2. Okay. Sorry. No, come on. Finally. There's nothing on this disc. This is useless, but I know there is some software on one of these discs. So let's just see what's on here. Oh, yeah, run! Okay, this is a disc with drawing utilities. Don't have a mouse here, no mouse interface, by the way. I have a mouse. But, we can use keyboard or joystick, but let's see what else is here. Oh, there's some cool screens here, which I actually made myself. So let's load one. Let's load P. That's the easy thing. You can just use on one of the program numbers on disk. So, for example, program 30 will load a screen, and then I will pause. Oh, sorry. And again, load P30. I think this should work. Screen string. No. Okay. Again, load. Okay. I think I have to load the full name. So you use a star, an alien. Oh, sorry. No, that is incorrect. Disk 1. All the syntax is on all the systems. Alien. Don't think the. No, it's all. No. I don't think it will be case sensitive. Screen string. Pause. 0. Yeah, here we are. So I made this screen years ago, 25 years ago or something like that. I liked it a lot. And I made more than this, so let's get another one. P31, I guess. Then load disk 1. I'm so used to the FMC syntax. I think 3B, screen string. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay. I was really fond of the Alien movies back then. I've got them on Blu-ray, by the way, nowadays. Let's see. What else do we have? I think there are some from Robert van der Veek as well on this disc. Oh, we also have a 3C and 3D and... oh, I made a one. Oh, that's cool. An LCD spec. Let's load up that one LCD spec. It's a bit of a pity that I can't load them by program number. LCD spec. What do you think you're going to see now? What do you think, guys? What do you think? What do you think? What do you guys think you are going to see? Let me know. Oh, by the way, if you're referring to the keyboard, so it's hard. I didn't show it very properly. So it's this one here. There's only the back, of course. So you can see there's a circuit board on there with some chips. But this is a tactical keyboard, so it got a nice click. Oh, sorry. I hope you can hear that. And it's nice to. It's a bit better than a membrane, but all right. So, what are you about to think to see if I load the screen? LCD spec. I got it a couple of times, Peter. People who reply after 2 years or something. That's crazy. I don't blame them at all. I'm late with lots of things myself. So, nothing. No one has an idea, or is there such a huge delay on the stream? I don't know. I'm waiting for your replies, guys. Anyone has an idea? No one? Who dares? LCD spec. Will it be drugs? What do you think, guys? No one dares. Or everyone is having a beer or something. I don't know. I will just load it, okay? So this is my idea back in the day for a case for a ZX Spectrum in a let's call it Game Boy style. And actually, Ben Eck made something like this with a keyboard on the front as well. But this is a picture from 25 years ago, I think. I think it's cool. I like seeing these pics. Long time ago. We are alive. Yeah, it's a cool demo, but it's not what this is. So this is what I designed back then. I just liked doing these pictures. What else do we have? Of course, we have a free C. So let's load up that. Oh, this one here. So we have a free C. I want to see what's in free C. Oh, another 8-inch free. Okay, 3D maybe. I put some stars in there. Oh, sorry. I added stars. Okay, that's lame. Yeah, that's the same. I don't know. We have a free E maybe. The story continues. Well, you can see these drives are still, or these discs are still working just perfectly. So it's not that time created problems with these. 18 3.2. What is that? I don't know. 128K spec. I'm curious about that one. 128K spec. What is that? Oh, there are a couple of cool ones in here. 128K spec. Let's load that first. 128K. Oh, 38 now. 128K spec. I think we just drawn a toast rack, of course. And Windows 96B. What's that? Windows 96B. We have to see that as well, of course. So these are just old pictures from back in the days. So let's first see what the Spectrum looks like. Oh wow, did I do that? So I started something years ago. I didn't finish it, obviously. I finished one in Minecraft, if that counts. Maybe you've seen the post on Facebook. So I made some Minecraft toast rack and 48K rubber Spectrum things in Minecraft. That was cool. And the other one then? Windows 96. Oh, that's so bad. Yeah, I made it. Microsoft sucks. Okay. I liked it. Anyway. Open SD cards don't last as long as discs. Today, then discs must be 30 years old. Yeah. Well, these might have been copied and formatted not that long ago. I'm not sure, but anyway, if you have good discs, then they will last for quite a while. Bart van Akker, for example, still reads very old discs from 40 years old maybe, and they still work, so it's not a problem. If they are stored well, then nothing really can happen. Not much, anyway. Okay, we have one other disc which I can show you, and then we'll get down to my son to watch some Mandalorian or something. Let me check. So here are Artist 3 and Art Studio and Artist 2 all this good stuff. Let me load one. The Artist 2. So the best drawing programs from back then, and I think I have to use O and I and Q, no, Q and S, and then I can use I think space to get to a menu or something, you know. Oh, that's all. But of course, a lot better would be to use the mouse. And so you can use Kempson mouse, for example, or Amix mouse as supported as well. And Kempson mouse, you can use the Kempson mouse turbo interface for that. So you can draw with a mouse on your ZX Spectrum if you want. The Kempson mouse turbo interface is very compatible, so I think it will work just fine with ByteDelight or DivMC. So you can experience that on your ZX Spectrum. That's quite cool. If you want HDMI output and mouse and DivMC or ByteDelight, it's still possible. Just make sure that your voltage regulator can handle the load. That's the only thing I'm a bit worried about. But let's get to the other disk that I was mentioning, disk 3, utilities disk 3. So what I do with when I sell a ByteDelight together with a Dual Floppy Drive set, I will actually add 10 disks and 5 filled with all this art stuff and music stuff, which is quite cool. I'm not sure if this will work. I think I have to reset and use a 0, because we need a 128K memory support for some programs here. Okay, I never made I once programmed a menu system that loads the files and then you can select them with cursor keys or Kempson joystick. But I'm not sure if I have that still somewhere, which is a pity, because it's very useful if you can just run some auto boot program and this will load up automatically at quite a high speed for the time. Anyway, you all know when the music box, yeah, right? So you can just load P2, program 2, and it will load that, and you will hear the famous tune of Young Guns, I think, or what was it? Oh, no, Careless Whisper, of course. You can see how fast it is. It's not slow. The disk speed is quite quick, and that was one of the best things with the disk interface from back then. Oh, of course we have. Oh, what did I just get to? 48 basic. Dude, let's do this again. And let's load the Shock Mega demo. I think you guys know it, but you haven't seen it on disk maybe, when it was that was the format that Shock was released originally, which, by the way, Shock was released after what was some demo called on Semcoupe, but this was a demo made on Semcoupe first, and some parts of it were ported to ZX Spectrum as well. This takes some time. It's quite cool, but anyway. So this is a Shock Mega demo. It's decrunching at the moment, unzipping, if you call it. Nothing. Why? So this is not good. What's going on? Let me check. Okay, maybe load it from 128 basic. ByteDelight and Disciple work on Toast Rex and +2s as well, with 128 basic support, which is quite rare with DivMC and other stuff, which do not support it. But this won't work on a +2A or +3, for example. Let's test it again. I thought I had to. Oh, that's the wrong program. Dang it. Okay. No P4. I thought it should work with use 0, but we'll test it again. Now it's crashing completely. I'm not sure what this is. Maybe there's some corruption on disk, I don't know. Let's test it on 48 basic. I don't think it will work, but... okay. This works. And this demo is made for, I think, 48 screen timing. but it's still quite cool to see. Was shot the mega demo on a Joyce Sinclair cover tape? Really? I didn't know that. Because it was released quite late, I think, in I thought almost at 90 or something. Maybe 88, I don't know. Okay, let's get to the next part. So who of you have seen this demo already? And who hasn't? Which is your favorite part, Franco? Because the chat is later than when I'm actually streaming, so I wonder which you like the most. I think the multicolor screen. Am I right? Then only 3. So was Joyce Sinclair still around back then? Wow. I'm not sure when it ended. I don't know. I hope you guys also ordered the Crash Annual from this year, which is, I think, edition 101. Am I right? Because if you are talking about magazines, it's one of the coolest things you can get at this moment, I think, for Static Spectrum. Cyclone is also cool. Cyclone, by the way, the next part of this demo is what we used for testing the ZX HD for its full potential, because we discovered, Jacqueline and I discovered that this demo, this part, actually sent the most screen changes from about every demo that was available. So we could see that in the debugging firmware of the ZX HD, that this demo actually does a lot of screen writes, which is cool to know, I think. So this is really tight on timing, if you call it that. So what happens here is that it's really continuously putting out data to screen space, video memory, and I think this will use both video memory areas on the ZX Spectrum, but I'm not entirely sure. That's cool. Yeah, I like Crash as well. It's really cool. And you will find a huge ByteDelight ad in the new edition 101. It's just that I have some other work to do as well nowadays, but I'm still full on top on ByteDelight. Just have to catch up with a lot of work. I don't really enjoy this part, but the music is cool. I like the next one, the chess part, which you can control with your keyboard. That's the coolest thing, I think. You can get that good at programming, Franco, assembler. It's just you must know your machine quite well, so how the video memory is built up and how to get the most of Z80 instructions. Okay, this is cool, so we have to wait for a couple of seconds before you can control it. But this is quite cool because the effect you can see, I can stop it. So now it's stopped, and now I can control it myself. So I can move forward, I can move to the left. And this is the coolest. So I'm actually controlling this demo with my keyboard now. And this was one of the coolest things ever, I think. This must have taken them quite some time to get done. And you can get it really fast, as you can see. Okay. Very cool. So one of the few interactive demos, if you can call it that. But this one is cool as well. So here you can choose, I think 99 or something like that patterns. And this really uses 2 screen memory areas, quite cleverly done. And originally was developed, as I said, on SEM Coupe. But this was also possible on 120K machines. Now I don't know. I think enter loads the next one. I think. Yeah. So you can just switch to another pattern. And the problem back then was the people who were on SEM Coupe all thought that you shouldn't be going on in your ZX Spectrum, but I always loved the ZX Spectrum, and I didn't have that love for the Syncope. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Stefan. Sorry, Robert, and Robert Groen as well, and some others. There were many people in Syncope, and I have a Syncope myself, but I really don't use it that much. The Spectrum has something special in my heart. And this is the final part of the demo, which is also cool. The music is just perfect. I could listen to this for hours. I think I still can, so if I run this demo on real hardware and put it on my amplifier, I still like it. It's just looking very cool, if you ask me. It's not completely sharp on camera, I see, but you cannot read letters, can you? Then maybe I have to put on brightness a bit. Let me check. Yeah, that's better. Now you can read what it says. Spectrum is king. Yeah, I think so. Franco, you just have to work out an idea. If you have an idea, you can program it. I thought the menu would be gone automatically, but it wasn't. All right. I did cool things with Assembler, so I programmed my laser hub in Assembler, the main routines to control the lasers. So maybe I can show you a bit of that. Let me check if because I recently showed someone a laser harp. Do I have it here? No, I don't think so. Too bad. I have a laser harp demo, Ben Prestige. I did it recently, a year ago or something. That doesn't work. Let me get to YouTube. I will show you in a second. Where is it? Laser harp. No, it wasn't called demo. ByteDelight then, maybe. Is this the one, Laser Harp Live? That was a cool one. I think I will show you. Let me check. So let's put down this a bit. So I can show you what I actually programmed in Assembler on my. I have to first enable desktop audio. I hope you can hear it. Not yet. Let me check. Let me check. Yeah, I think this one here. So this is made on the ZX Spectrum, believe it or not. And I'm not sure who was here. I'm not sure. I had a guess, but I don't remember who it was. Sorry. Let me check. Let me check. There's another video which I have. Let me check if I can find that, because that one actually shows what hardware I was using. I think that would be cool to show you. Let me check. Yeah, this one here. So, commercials. Right, that's the right.
Spicky fans.
That's me. Sorry, hope it didn't scare you. So I want to get to the end of this video, but this is my living room. Ooh, that was a false note. So I want to get to the end of the video because I'm showing you the stuff that I'm using for this. So you can see this is actually ZX Spectrum operating the complete laser harp. So this is a +2A with an LCD screen on inside, and I'm using software synthesizers for the playback. And it's all done by the ZX Spectrum. So setting the beams, reading out the reflections, and sending MIDI data is all done by ZX Spectrum in mainly in machine code. So you can do it, Franco. It's not a secret. And now the lights are switched on and my sensors go crazy. So I pushed this button and then it ends. Okay, that's a while ago, but I still like it. I like doing that stuff. And I still have plenty of ideas. Hey, Robert is actually replying. Okay. Nice, Robert. That's an hour ago. Just talking about him. Right. Cool lasers. Yeah, I like lasers. I like a laser face from Gareth Emery. I hope a show will come to Eurobonds. I've seen many of them online, San Francisco, New York, and those are great. And of course, I like shows from other DJs and stuff with lasers. Of course, Jean-Michel Jarre, not to forget, because my laser harp is purely inspired by his. But I built one myself. I liked it. And I used green lasers in the beginning, and now I use 2 color lasers, which show up as light blue. Anyway, I'm going to finish this stream. I'm going to continue with the floppy disk drives tomorrow. So these sets are all working, as you can see. It's actually a lot of fun working with floppy disks. It can be frustrating from time to time, but the set of disks with all the games on it that I mentioned is called Outsoft. And I think someone made the complete archive with, I think, close to 100 disks, images, available on Facebook somewhere in one of the groups in the file area. And you just have to either put them on SD card and load them in a GoTech drive, or on a real system, of course, with the ByteDelight, for example, or you have to convert them to real disk with an old PC with floppy disk drives on an interface on board. And I think Peter asked me, was it Peter or someone else, how you're doing with the GoTech drives in the Dual Floppy Drive set. Well, the problem is, which I wanted to show tonight, but it's getting too late, is that the drives are now partially mounted by adhesive tape to the case, because the case is really tight fit, and there's no way of doing that by screws. So GoTech drive is open on the top side, and that will make it impossible to mount it in the same case as I'm doing it now. But maybe I can create a bracket or something that goes on top of a GoTech, which will make it possible to assemble it the same way. So that would be a good idea, I think. The only thing is that some people might want the GoTech drive to be drive 2, and some people might want it to be drive 1. So that's the only choice I have to make. I think most people would like to have a GoTech as drive 1, so the SD card interface, which acts as a floppy drive, which is quite cool. I've got a couple in stock of those GoTechs, but just need to flash the firmware to the other mode that enables you to use disk images on FAT format on your SD card. Or USB, I think it got a USB connection, does it? Anyway, and then the second drive, so real drive, a second drive. So that's what I'm thinking. I will get to it eventually, I hope, because I got plenty of other stuff to do in the meantime. And I think the most important for now is getting the messages replied and getting the old orders out and the repairs done. And then I can focus on new stuff. It will take months, maybe. That's a pity, but that's how it goes at this moment. I cannot do much about it. But it's what it is. All right, Sinclair Preservation Society. Okay, it's in that group, but I think I've downloaded it from elsewhere. But I liked it a lot. So loads of games on plus D or Disciple disk format. Obviously illegal. That was fireworks outside. Didn't know if you can hear that. My window is open. So plenty of illegal software on disk. So I've seen what's on disk: R-Type, Jetpacks, all the games you can imagine are on those archives. All the good games, even the multi-load games, so the multi-level games. So something like Operation Wolf or something is on this disk as well. Anyway, I will finish it for today, and I will see you, I think, tomorrow after my normal workday, and we'll get back to you then. So thank you for watching, guys. Please leave replies in the comment section, and I will see you later.